Guys, this is Akugo here. Yes, everybody knows me as Akugo. I'm so happy. It's my birthday in few days. Hey, if you're a long follower or if you followed me for a long time, you know that I'm always super excited about my birthdays. My birthdays are a thing for me. But this particular birthday is special. It's my last year in my 20s, and I'm super duper excited. I'm so grateful to God. God has been so good to me, really, really good. He has made things easy for me. He has made my life um, a life filled with testimony, a life of ease, and I am super grateful. Beauty business, what am I saying? Plenty terms. Beauty business, had good relationships. My family has been there. My friends have been there. I have been genuinely happy. So yeah, of course I've had my down times when I really cried, like cried, but still God came through. So I'm super excited. But this evening I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of things that I learned in my 20s. Yes. I'm still learning because this is the last year, but I learned a lot and I'm so grateful. So let's get right into it. I wrote them down. So the first thing is that, whew, I think this particular, I'm looking at it and it's making me laugh. It took me a while to learn this. And I think that I majorly learned this year. That's when I turned 28. That was when I actually learned this particular one. And that is because you're a good person does not mean that everybody will be good to you. Take it or leave it. Because you're a good person does not mean that everybody is going to be good to you. You're a good person, you'll always be good to people, but trust me, a lot of people will be bad to you. A lot of people will pay evil for your good. So just know it and know peace, or know it and have peace that because you're a good person does not mean that everybody is going to be good to you. Number two for me is day who day for you. True. I had my experiences of giving too much. I'm a giver, so I've given too much of my time, too much of my emotions, too much of my finances, too much of my love. And a lot of times, because of how much I'm giving, I don't even get to see that that person is not paying me back, or refilling me in a certain way. It's not. I don't give because I want to receive, but the times that you give and you want that person to also be there for you. But I learned that a lot of times you give, and some people that you're giving or you're feeling are not feeling you back. So for me, they who they for you. And I also think that I learned that this year because there were some certain people that I was there for, and they were there for me too in return. And I'm like, oh, is this what it feels like to be there for someone and they're there for you in return? So please, they who they for you. Number three for me is give and expect nothing in return. For me, I always go into relationships, whatever you businesses, whatever you can call it, for what I can give and not for what I can receive. So I think it's a thing for me, always going for what you can give and not what you can receive. A lot of times when you're going for what you can give is genuine and you give it from your heart. And you're not there because, oh, this is what I'm here to take. Mm-mm. Even marriages, I think that people should go into marriages for what they can give and not what they can receive. Friendships, going for what you can give and not for what you can receive. A lot of times you'll end up receiving things. You might still end up not receiving anything, sha, but just going for what you can give. Number four for me is have a source of income. I don't think I can emphasize on this so much. I learned this from when I was 19, even before I turned 19 self. But let me just shall say 19 so that it looks like I was older and had a little bit of, brain and sense. But yes, have a source of income. Even if it's 1,000 naira to your name, just have it. It will help you make better decisions. Trust me, you would make better decisions when you have money. I'm not saying when you're rich, just have something. You will know when to walk away from things that are not paying you. You will not have to beg to be in a relationship because somebody is helping you out with your bills. You will not have to beg to be in a friendship because maybe you know that if you're no longer friends with this person, they will kick you out of the house. Mm-mm. If you have something, and I mean, I don't care how little that money is, you would make better decisions. So get that job, learn that trade, get into that business, whatever it is, even if it's 10K they're paying you. See, trust me, if you have 1 naira to your name, you will make better decisions. A lot of times, some of the people that we're managing and the things that are managing are because money no day. So I honestly think that people should, not people, everyone should have a source of income, just so that you know you would be able to. You see, you're not able to make better decisions. That's just it. Number five, money is not everything. Yes, I said it. In my early 20s, I used to be more of I cannot wait to make money. I cannot wait to do this. I cannot wait to do that. But all of it was, more of my finances. As I got older in my mid 20s and now in my late 20s, I have realized that money is not everything. Happiness is key. You can have all the money in the world and be unhappy. And trust me, money cannot make you happy. Money can make you comfortable, but it cannot make you happy. And I know what I'm saying. There's a saying that is those who have not tasted money that will be saying money is not everything. My sisters and brothers have been on both sides, and I can tell you that money is not everything. Happiness is key. I have seen people who do not have half of what I don't say we have, but I've seen people who do not have half of what you have, and they are way happier. They are so happy. I don't know how to express and explain. And then sometimes I think that some people say, oh, happiness means different things for us. My dear, happiness does not mean different things for us. When you are genuinely happy, you are happy. It does not mean buying a shoe or buying a dress or buying a car. Those are temporary feelings of happiness. I hope that I'm using the right word, but yes, those are temporary feelings of an emotion. Maybe you just feel happiness for that time. Oh, these shoes are new. What happens when the shoe gets old? What happens when those shoes no longer fit? There are people who are genuinely happy, and money is not the reason why they are happy. There's peace, there's contentment. They Jesus Christ, I cannot overemphasize on, you know, money is not everything. Happiness is key. Yes. Number number six, have a spiritual backing. God, oh, if you like do juju, that one concern you. You don't concern me. But for me, God has been my backing from from when they gave birth to me, and I have never regretted it. And I don't mean going to church. I mean being a born again Christian, reading your Bible, dwelling in worship, reminding yourself of the promises of God, praying when there's a problem and when there's no problem. Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, God, you're faithful. Make sure you have a spiritual backing. You cannot live this life without a backing. And if you want me to help you pick a backing, or you want me to pick someone that should back you, let that be God. God is the only one that can give you solid backing, better backing when you no go lack. Yes. My pigeon is getting good. Um, Number seven, which is basically like my one of the last, which is maybe the last, be exposed. When I say be exposed, it doesn't mean that you have to have money to be exposed. Read books, watch movies, go on YouTube and learn new things, engage in conversations, in however you want to do it, just be exposed. Hey, exposure helps. It helps you engage with people. It helps you know what is going on. It helps you fit into places. It even helps you to get higher than you want to go. See, you cannot be sitting there every day be telling yourself, I want to be this, I want to be that. If you're not exposed, if you don't read books, if you don't watch movies, if you're not researching, how would you know how to get to that point that you want to be? The other day, I was having a conversation with someone. I was telling the person that I think that one of the things that helped heal that was exposure. She was networking. She was definitely making research. If she wasn't exposed, she wouldn't have even known that there was anything like Guinness Book of Records to now even get to the point where she is. So if you're saying, oh, tomorrow you want to be this person. How are you going to be that person if you're not exposed enough to even know that these are the things that are happening, or these are the things that will help you get to the point where you want to become? So please make sure that exposure is part of your long-term goals, short-term goals, any goal that you want to achieve. But yes, I'm super excited. On Tuesday, I'm going to be worshiping with a couple of women, about 30 women. If you're married, divorced, separated, please send a DM to Odoziuno to worship with us. Um, God has been faithful, too faithful, especially to me. I had one of the hardest um, couple of months, and a lot of people have been asking me, "How did you go through it? How did you do this?" I just tell them it's God. And some people think that, oh, I beg, she doesn't want to talk, but it's true. Nobody else could feel me, not even my family, not even my friends. The peace that I got, even in the midst of chaos, was from God. So I don't think that anything can change that. It would always be God. I hope that you've learned something from my own lessons from my 20s. And I cannot wait to share with you my birthday shoot, which is my official portrait as the women leader and as the first lady. Yes. But I just hope that this touches someone and someone learns something. And if there are other lessons that you think that you've learned in your 20s, please add it to the comment section. I would love to read them and, of course, add them to the list of lessons that I have learned. After I have one more year as a 20, what do you call it, 25, and I'll be 20 Guinea. Anyway, I have one more year as a Gen Z millennial. See you guys and enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, the rest of your week, because Sunday makes it a new week, happy. Yeah, the rest of your week.